Quazi here, and I'm about to share with you a really powerful video on the mirror principle, which we're going to revisit, but this time in much more detail, and show you how you can use this to completely transform the layer of your reality to the way you want it. Before I begin this video, I want to announce that I'm doing a free giveaway of my book, Life Mastery. If you want a chance to win this book, comment Life Mastery down below and I'll enroll you into a competition. At the end of the week, we're going to pick a winner who's going to get a free copy of this book in the ebook format. So just comment Life Mastery down below. You can get it on Amazon for $12, but you can also have the chance to win it for free. Just comment Life Mastery down below. This book contains all of my daily practices and the law of attraction techniques and principles that I use every single day when I first started off and how it helped me get to the point I am at right now. So if you're interested, just comment Life Mastery down below. Also, I'm excited to announce that I opened up the Reality Mastery program again for May, and after the massive success of the last round, we're going to be opening up again. And since it's May, just wait for the announcement at the end of the video and stay tuned for that, and I'll discuss more of that. So with that, let's begin this video. Okay, so let's talk about the mirror principle. And where does this come from? Well, this comes from a book called Reality Transurfing by Vadim Zeland. And if you don't know what reality transurfing is, I highly recommend that you check it out because this book is literally the Bible of manifestation. And it's basically a quantum model of explaining the events that occur in reality, why they occur, how they occur, etc., etc. And it was written by Vadim Zeland, who was a quantum physicist from Russia, and he got this series of epiphanies that led him to writing this book on how to completely transform your life. So it's a really advanced way of viewing reality and the events in it. Definitely give it a check out. But from this book, we're going to look into the reality mirror, or the mirror principle, if you will. So basically, there are two key principles of the mirror. But apart from that, there are 7 principles outlined in the book. If you want to give that a check out, I recommend you do so. But we're going to talk about the 2 main principles. First of all, the mirror always reflects your attitude towards it. So it doesn't differentiate between image and object and image. As the object, so the image. As the image, so the object. And we're going to discuss more of that later in detail if you're wondering what that is. Second principle is that the mirror always works with a delay time. And no one really knows why there's a delay or what this delay is. We just know that there is a delay. So now since we know that there is a delay, we can work around it. So with those 2 principles, let's really get into this mirror. So let's go back to the first principle, which is the mirror always reflects your attitude towards it. And let's really think about that. Since we've been conditioned as we have growing up, we are brought up in a way where we're very quick to express our dissatisfaction with unwanted events that occur. And we are just indifferent, or we take it for granted whenever things we do want occur. We don't express our gratitude, or we don't express that, look, my life is going the way it should. We don't reward the positive events, rather we sort of express emotion at the negative events. And since the mirror reflects your attitude towards it, it doesn't really care about the subject of whatever it is you're experiencing. It rather just reflects your attitude again and again. If you feel grateful, it'll give you more of things to be grateful about. If you feel dissatisfied, it'll give you more of this dissatisfaction. So that's why the mirror doesn't really care what the object is, rather that the feeling or the thoughts that you send out. So the mirror doesn't care what you're thinking about. The mirror cares what you're thinking. So it's the nature of your thoughts that influences this mirror. The thought forms are really, really important in influencing the reflection that you get from the mirror. So right now, most people are always struggling to change the reflection in the mirror. So as we talked about before, there is an image and there's the object. The reason why identity shifting, the reason why practicing gratitude, the reason why the law of attraction, all of these work and influencing your thought works is because what you're doing is, first of all, you're presenting the image and then the object reflects. So you present the thoughts that you want and you practice gratitude, all of these, they're working because you make up the image first and then reality is reflecting it by giving you the physical objects that you want in your life. So that is what the law of attraction is. but the law of attraction works with a delay. So that's why we talked about the delay time in that mirror. So right now what people are trying to do when there's a negative event that's occurring, undesirable event, they're trying to change the mirror itself. So, they're trying to change the actual reflection in the mirror. And why that doesn't work is because you're just trying to change the reality and the physical in the mirror. And there is no way to change the actual physical. Like, think about it this way. This exact moment, is there any way you can change this moment? Really think about it. If God were to come right now, would he be able to change this exact moment? Just like that, do you think you can change this script that's playing? No, because, if God were to come, he would probably give you, fulfill your deepest desires in the next moment, and, you could change the future script, but there is no way to change this exact moment. And in that way, there is no way to change or move this mirror because it stretches out into infinity. So people are trying to move the mirror and place it the way they want it, and there is no way to do that. And the only way to change the actual reflection itself is by changing the image. So now let's talk about how you can change the image. Now that you understand that the image is what needs to be changed in order for the reflection to be changed, and there is no way to move the mirror to change the reflection. If you move the mirror, the reflection will move with it, Since it's an infinite mirror, it just moves with it. But anyway, since you know now that the image is what needs to be changed, what do you think needs to happen to the nature of your thoughts and feelings? They need to be changed as well. So right now, people are expressing dissatisfaction really quickly with their undesirable realities. And the problem with that is if you establish dissatisfaction, you observe reality, you express dissatisfaction, and then reality consolidates your new reality. So what is basically happening, the mirror cycle, the endless cycle of hell, or the endless loop of hell, is basically you are observing a reality, you're expressing your attitude towards it, your dissatisfaction in particular towards it, and then reality is just reflecting your attitude toward it, aka the image you're forming is being reflected, and this reflection is giving you more of that observed reality because you are actually propagating that reality into existence through your thoughts and feelings. Do you see how that works? So in that way, you are playing this cycle and you're not able to escape from it because of the nature of your thoughts and the image you're forming. Now, the question becomes, how do I change the image? And that's the million-dollar question. So how do you change the image in the mirror? And to understand that, you need to understand the nature of emotions and thoughts. Now, thoughts and emotions are natural. There are incoming thoughts and outgoing thoughts. And you're giving attention, you're placing attention on the reality you're observing, and you're getting too drawn into the illusion. Now, once you get too much drawn into the illusion, you forget that you're just a player in the game, and you become the game itself. You just become too engaged in the game. And that's why we do exercises like waking up or consciousness, where you learn to separate yourself from the game, because once you learn to separate yourself from the game, you can control the game. Once you can separate yourself from the puppet, then you can control the puppet. That's why, all sort of meditation exercises are catered to creating distance between you and the puppet. And there's this concept of Maya, or illusion. And that's really what the illusion is that you're getting too drawn into this reality and you place too much attention on it of the current reality you're experiencing, and you attach certain attitudes and you form this image of this reality in the mirror. So right now the loop is you observe reality, you express dissatisfaction, reality consolidates this dissatisfaction by forming the reflection in the mirror, and aka giving you more of that undesired reality. So what is the way to form a new image? And now, since you know the nature of thoughts and emotions, you know that it's futile to try to change your thoughts and emotions. So don't try to change your thoughts, don't try to change your emotions, don't try to suppress your emotions, because that is completely futile. And you'll just be fighting a losing battle. So the only way to not suppress your emotions and still be able to change the direction through which it flows is allowing a new channel for these thoughts and emotions. And the way you do that is you stop reacting to the thoughts and emotions that are impulsive. So let's say you have an undesired reality and you're like, oh, well, I don't like this reality. This is shitty. Nothing's going my way. And instead of propagating that, you keep propagating it by just unconsciously reacting to it, you become conscious and you choose the attitude you want to this reality. So one way to do that is through becoming completely conscious of that undesired reality. And this again is part of how you let go. So once you become conscious of an undesired reality, it no longer has power over you. Remember, there are three types of attention. There is positive attention, negative attention, and neutral attention. Once you place neutral attention on the thoughts and emotions you're impulsively having as a result of your conditioning, then they no longer bother you, right? So if you want to check a video on that, click up here on how you can let go and really, truly surrender. So attribute attention that is neutral to that undesired reality you're having, and it no longer has power over you. Because again, remember, mirror reflects your attitude towards it. If you have a negative attitude, it'll reflect it. If you have a positive attitude, then it'll reflect it. If you can have a positive attitude to the negative events in your life, that is fantastic. And that is what the advantage method is. And that is really how you can control the weather of your own life and coordinate your intention. So if you want to see a video on that, click up here. That's an advanced exercise we're going to talk about it in the next video that follows. So for right now, the least you can do is attribute neutral attention to it. And you just completely ignore things that are undesirable and reward things that are desirable. So notice when things are actually going your way and reward reality accordingly. And that's why we create a generalized reality amalgam. And if you don't know what the reality amalgam is, click up here. I'm discussing a lot of these concepts, and it's really important that you watch the other videos to understand this deeper and deeper, because the reality amalgam concept is just your general thematic view of reality. Let's say your reality amalgam is my world takes care of me, and that's your general overarching view of reality. You say my world takes care of me. Anything good that happens that corresponds with that, you reward it. Anything that doesn't correspond with that, evidently at this moment through your perception, you just completely ignore it, or you say, even in this way, my reality is taking care of me. It is making way for good things to come. Just because one thing goes badly doesn't mean everything's going to go badly. It is just making way for the good things to come. So remember how powerful your attitude is in crafting your reality. So again, to recap, your attitude to your emotions, to your thoughts, and to this mirror is what crafts the reflection. Your attitudes and your thoughts are the image, and the physical object that you get is the reflection. So you can craft your own reality through changing your own attitude to this mirror. The extent to which you control your attitude is the extent to which you can create your own reality. So the least you can do right now is not react negatively to events that occur in your life. And if there's an impulsive reaction to like, oh my God, this happened and it's not going my way, don't let the loop go on and on. So what's happening is a bad thing is happening, and then you're like, oh no, I reacted negatively. And a lot of people who practice the law of attraction get into this. They're like, oh no, I reacted negatively. And then you react negatively to your negative reaction, and then it just makes it worse and worse. Just observe yourself when you react negatively and reward the positives. And in this way, you only make way for positive things to happen, and you start to ride what is known as the wave of fortune. And good things just keep happening to you over and over again. And remember that the second mirror principle is the principle that there is a delay time. And again, we don't know why this happens or how this works, but when you put an image in front of the mirror, this reality mirror works with a delay in that the reflection is produced with a delay. You raise your hand, the mirror takes a while to raise its hand. And the complexity of your goals depends on what the delay time is. So that is the energetic difference between your current reality and the reality you would like to experience. If the gap is too large, then you need to keep your attitude up, and you need to play the game for long enough to form the reflection the way you want it. And that's why we visualize every single day, and we stick to our goals, and we stay consistent to it. So, the second thing you can do is stay very, very, very consistent with the way your attitude is, the image that you're forming, the script or the slide that you're turning in your head. So, with that, let's recap this really long video, and let's just bring it to a conclusion. So we talked about two mirror principles. First of all is that the reality mirror reflects your attitude towards it. That's it. The mirror of reality reflects your attitude towards it. As the image, so the object. As the object, so the image. People get their goals and then they feel grateful, then they delay their manifestation time. People feel grateful first and then they get their goals, then they get it quicker. So with that is the first principle of the reality mirror. So the second principle of the mirror is that the mirror always works with a delay time. And how this delay works, no one really knows, but we just know that there's a delay time, so you need to keep the image up consistently and always keep at it with your goals. Keep taking action, keep the image up, always strive for what you do want, not what you don't want. Don't try to express dissatisfaction and avoid what you don't want, because reality doesn't care about what it is. It is just reflecting the attitude to whatever it is and gives you more of that attitude, more of things that give you that attitude. So evidently bad things will keep happening to you over and over. And that's why sometimes, you manifest good things into your life at low points in your life, because you've been practicing gratitude and you keep practicing it, and all of a sudden, nothing happens, and then you get to a low point, and all of a sudden good things come into place, and now you feel good again. But now it starts to reflect that time of low you had. So now, all of a sudden, as you keep getting good things and the things that you got wear off, the ecstasy or the joy of the good things that you got wear off, now it reflects that bad attitude you had, the negative attitude that you had, with a delay. So now this again produces that negative chain. So it is important that you consistently keep up your attitude to your desired reality and not the attitude that you have to your undesirable reality. So with that, I know this was a long video and I sincerely hope this helped. If you want to check out the other content on this, click up here. I know that is really going to help in understanding all of this stuff, and the mirror principle is really a powerful principle for you to understand. So even definitely give the book a read. And again, hope this video helped. Hope you like watching this. Leave me a comment below what you thought. I would really love to know. And also, I'm excited to announce that I'm growing a massive Facebook group where I'll be sharing all of this kind of stuff. And if you're interested in the law of attraction, improving your law of attraction practices, I know when I first started off with the law of attraction, I would have been grateful to have a group like this. So click on the link in the description below to join, and I hope I see you there. And also, I'm excited to announce that the Reality Mastery Program is open for enrollment. And what the Reality Mastery Program is basically an identity shifting program, which is crafting the most powerful mirror of them all. And, the identity shift is the most powerful paradigm of manifestation, because most people focus on doing, what they can do, or what they can have, what they can take, but no one really focuses on being. And once you focus on being that version of yourself who gets that, then the dream life that you want is attracted to you effortlessly. Everything that I've attracted in my personal life was a direct result of becoming the Quazi, that's attractive. Then I got my dream girlfriend, the Quazi that's a 4.0 GPA student, then I got a 4.0 GPA, the Quazi that's a successful entrepreneur, that I started attracting clients into my program. Everything that I've done in my life is all a result of becoming and being the version of myself that I would like to be. So in this program, we teach you how to consciously embody the person you would like to be and let go of all the unconscious things you've accumulated throughout your whole life as a result. So we're going to be working really deep at your belief systems and identities and completely shift you the way you want. So if you're interested in that, click on the link below for a 1-hour free consult, and we will be diagnosing your current law of attraction practices and how you can implement identity shifting right now. And again, this program has limited spots, so make sure you click on the link below to sign up for your free consult, and I won't be offering this for long. So hope I see you there. Till next time. Peace.